Good morning, it's Andy from PDCA Global, out and about walking this morning. I wouldn't say doing what I do best, but just doing what I'm doing. Thinking about risk and 2018. This morning I'm thinking about the framework. So what is the purpose of the framework for managing risk? And I think the framework, when you talk to health and safety managers, security managers, environmental managers, quality managers, COOs, operations directors, the framework is something that is often difficult for people to pin down as to what it actually is. It certainly used to be for me until I really understood it from the inside out. So then I can see the framework, I can be involved in the framework, then I can recognise what the framework is. So what is the purpose of the framework? So 31,000 tells us that the purpose of the framework is to assist organisations in implementing risk management across what they say the significant activities and functions. So the framework is important, so because 31,000 tells us it's there to assist us in implementing risk management. So if we think we're good at risk management, or we think we can do risk management as individuals, that's not good enough in an organisational setting. It has to be implemented. So the organisation needs to own the framework, not the individual security consultant, risk management consultant, health and safety consultant. We can't own that. It's the company that own it. We can only assist in implementing it and highlighting to people what it should look like. So if the purpose of the framework is to assist organisations in implementing risk management, and that's including decision making as well, that's what it says in the standard, then we really do need, as individuals supporting companies, if we can't describe the framework in intimate detail, then we don't understand it, and therefore any advice we're given is ad hoc at best, isn't it? So what is the framework? What's it look like? If you read the standard, the framework is in 6 areas. I always like to think about the big 3, 866. So it's 8 principles, 6 elements of the framework, and then 6 elements of the risk management process. Again, we're focusing on the framework. So the framework has 5 main elements in a circle with leadership and commitment in the middle. So what are they? So the first one, 12 o'clock on the actual picture, the framework, what it looks like on the standard, is integration. Now, integration is everywhere within the standard. We have to integrate it. It's not about one person doing it, it's about integrating it. So we have integration. Then we have design. So design for me is one of the most important ones, because this is where we get to give that direction to organisations on what the framework looks like, because we're designing, we're actually allocating people tasks. So design is very important. So integration, design. Once we've designed it, we can implement it. Once it's implemented, we've implemented it, we then design implementation, we need to evaluate it. So it's sort of like the plan, do, check, act. So we're at the check section of PDCA. So it's integrate, design, implement, evaluate, and then improve. So if we think about design, design, implement, evaluate, and improve, there realistically is our PDCA. So it's very, very similar to PDCA. So the purpose of the framework is to assist organisations in implementing risk management into significant functions and activities, including the decision making within the company. That has 6 elements with leadership and commitment in the centre, integration, design, implementation, evaluation, and then improvement, PDCA. So framework is all about PDCA, and it's about actually seeing it physically. So if I go into an organisation, and when I'm doing my interviews with people, I will know rather quickly if there is a robust framework or really big clauses are missing. What am I going to see that's missing? Well, if we look at design for a start, the design area for the framework, where you go to design the framework, what we need to do is evaluate the company's existing framework. And when we're doing that, we will notice. So if the company hasn't looked at its external and its internal context, if it doesn't really understand it or not even know what that is, then yeah, there's areas missing. Have they allocated roles, responsibilities, accountabilities, and authorities? Do people know what they're doing? Have they allocated resources? Do people know what they've got to use? And also, do they have the understood communication and consultation and put the framework in for that. So that's it really. It's a small clause but a very, very important clause, and that is the framework of risk management as per ISO 31000. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy and stay productive.